everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi, I'm a certified life coach and I help people stepping into their purpose, taking aligned action and finally staying consistent. This month everything is around the topic of purpose, finding your purpose, creating your purpose, stepping into your purpose, and one core part of that is feeling aligned from within. And therefore we have today's Pilates practice. Because I deeply believe in a holistic approach, we're bringing together body, mind and soul. So we're gonna move with purpose today and we have a beautiful Pilates flow. If you know other Pilates videos of mine, I can get very spicy. Today is definitely more like a flow, a little bit more easy going, I would say. Pilates is not just about strength. It's also about connection and about feeling aligned from within, especially about core connection. And that's what we're working on today. So we want to connect with your center, move with intention and anchor you into your purpose. You can do this practice without any props. However, if you feel like, I invite you to get some dumbbells to challenge yourself a little bit. We're gonna start with a sequence on the ground on our mat and then we're gonna make our way up to a standing sequence a little bit later. Let's get started by closing down our eyes softly. Bringing these shoulders up to the ears on the inhale. Exhale, releasing, letting them fall down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Sending the awareness and the gaze inwards. And I invite you here to reflect on what would it look like to move with intention today. To step into those shoes of being the creator of your life, of acting rather than reacting. What would that look like? One more deep inhale. Long exhale as we opening up the eyes, coming into a reverse tabletop position for our core sequence. We're starting out with some toe taps. So the knees are right above our hips and in a 90-degree angle. The back is connected to the ground, hands are coming towards your sides. For our toe taps, it's super important that our knees are not too close to our body. We really want to try keep 90-degree bend in our hips and in our knees. And then we're gonna start alternating legs, bringing these pointed toes towards the ground and lifting them back up. For 1, 2, for 3, 4, core is on, for 5, 6, zipping up that skinny jeans, that's the feeling we want, for 9, 10 more here, for 10, 9, 8, 7, knees are not too close to the body, for 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. Well done, bringing these knees into the chest, giving yourself a quick hug. We're going straight into our dead bugs. So this time knees come back into our 90-degree angle, arms are straight out on eye level. And from here, we start to extend opposite leg, opposite arm towards the ground and bringing it back up into our starting position. Alternating sides here for 2, 3, for 4, thinking of your core connection, so your core muscles are switched on at all times. For 6, 7, for 8, 9, 10 more here, let's go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, yes you can, 6 more, last 5, last 4, 3 more, last 2, you're doing great, last 1, and gently back to center, quick reset, knees towards the chest, wiggling from side to side. Our next exercise are the Pilates 100. We're gonna start out with bent knees again, and we're going to do 40 in total. So we count up to 10, down from 10, up to 10, down from 10. And for that second set of 20, we're gonna extend our legs, firing up that core. Alrighty, we see curving the spine, so the core is on, knees are bent, palms are facing down, shoulder blades off the ground, and we start pushing into the air here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and extending the legs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay, that was our Pilates 100. We have one more core exercise before we're done with our core set. Coming down into the reverse tabletop position for our single leg reach. We're going to extend one heel after another, bringing that leg all the way back into our tabletop position. Again, the knees are above your hips, they're not too close to the body, and we are alternating sides here. Pointing or flexing that extended leg for 3, 4, for 5, 6, for 7, 8, for 9, 10 more here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 more, last 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1, knees in towards your chest, give yourself a good hug, and then we're coming all the way up to a seated position. That was our core set. Next up, we have a full body integration, so we are adding on our glutes and our thighs into these exercises. Getting started with our bridge lifts. Therefore, the heels are connected to the ground and we're walking them closer towards the body. Knees are staying relatively together here, hands towards the sides. Switching on that core, think I'm punching you into your tummy. That's the engagement you want to hold in your core at all times. Inhale here, on the exhale we lift the hip off the ground and we squeeze the glutes on top. Inhale to lower down, tap on the ground, exhale up high. For 2, squeeze the glutes, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, for 8, 9, 10 more here, for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, then we hold the hips up high, last 3, 2 more, last 1, holding these hips up high. Now we're coming onto our tippy toes, lifting the heels off the ground. Inhale, lower, let them hover, exhale, we lift. For 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, working into our calves, 5 more, 4 more, last 3, 2 more, we stay high, last 1, staying up high here, dip and lift with your bum, for 10, 9, 8, squeeze the glutes, for 7, 6, 5 more, keep smiling, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1, staying up high here, holding, squeezing the glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and releasing. Quick reset here. Alrighty, rolling over onto our right side for our oyster or clam. Knees are together, ankles are stacked on top of each other. I like to rest on my elbow here, but you can also rest your head in your hand, whatever feels better for you. Inhale, the knees are staying together. On the exhale, we open them up. Inhale to lower, and on the exhale, we lift. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, for 8, 9. Last one, holding open and wide. We have 20 tiny little pulses here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 more here for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. For our clam 2, we are going to lift everything off the ground and open up towards the sky. Inhale to lower down, exhale to lift and open. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, then we hold up high, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last one, holding open here. Let's extend the top leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, firing up the glute for 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. Coming all the way down, we're giving our glute a quick break before we're going on the other side, coming into a plank position. I'm gonna swap around so you can see me easier. For our plank position, we're coming onto our forearms, stepping these legs out wide. The body is one straight board. Shoulders are exactly above our elbows, core is in and engaged, and we're just holding here. Trying to connect with your core here. Deep breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing to the ground. We're coming into our glute work on the other side. So again, either resting your head in your hand or on your shoulder, knees on top of each other, ankles are glued together. Right hand is either checking your glute or in front of you, helping you with some balance. Inhale here, exhale, we open up for 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, for 8, 9. Last one, then we have 20 pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we have 10 more here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 more. In 5, we lift everything off the ground. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. Now I like to rest my head in my hand. Inhale here. Exhale to open up. For 10, 9, 8, for 7, 6 more. Last 5, then we extend the top leg. 4 more. Last 3. last 2, last 1, holding open here, extend and bend for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. Coming back towards the center of your mat, and now we're coming into our standing series. We're gonna use our weights for that one. For today's standing series, we have lateral lunges, so we're gonna lunge towards the side, starting at the front of the mat. I like to bring my dumbbells towards the chest and hold them together here. On the inhale, we're stepping out towards the side. Now we're bending that knee that we just landed on, sending the upper body all the way down towards the ground and coming back to the center. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, for 8, 9, last lunge we're gonna hold open, last one holding that lunge open here. We lift that right heel and we lower it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. Holding that heel up high, we have 10 tiny little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, yes you can, 4 more, last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, we're going straight on the other side. Dumbbells in front of your chest, deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're stepping towards the side, upper body is in one line with your mat. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, for 8, 9, last one, we're gonna hold the lunge open. We lift the heel off the ground and lower it back down for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. Heel stays off the ground, 10 tiny little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Yay. Well done everyone. Let's shake out these legs. One very last exercise here. As if we're sitting down on a chair. On the inhale, we're bending the knees, tapping the ground. On the exhale, we stretch out long. Inhale to lower, exhale to crow. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, can we sit down a little bit lower? For 8, 9, for 10. Now let's go all the way down, weights towards your toes, forehead towards your knees. Packing these weights aside, grabbing opposite elbows, and we're wiggling from side to side. Relaxing the neck and the forehead for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hands down towards your mat, stepping all the way back into your downward facing dog position. Now the hips are the highest point in the room, and we're walking the dog, sending one heel after another towards the ground. Stretching out the calves we worked into today. Stretching out through the spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Inhale, rippling forward, bringing the shoulders above our wrists into one straight plank position. On the exhale, we bend the knees along the mat, sending the bum up high. 2 more like that. Inhale to ripple forward. Exhale all the way back. 1 more inhale. And a long exhale. Now dropping these knees towards the ground, untucking your toes, sending your sitting bones all the way back towards your heels. Forehead is coming to your ground for your child's pose. For 3, 2, and 1. Gently rolling all the way back up. And we're meeting back in a comfortable seated position. Now bringing the shoulders back up to the ears. Inhale. Exhale, releasing, letting them fall down. And I invite you here to close your eyes one more time. Connecting with the rising and falling of your chest. Feeling the energy you've created within your body. Now, since today's practice is about anchoring our purpose, I have a journaling question for you. You can take a piece of paper or just take this question with yourself into your day. The question is, if I wouldn't care what others were thinking about me, what would I be doing? What would I be doing if I wasn't afraid of the judgment of others? Maybe something to think about today. Bringing the hands to the heart center, I invite you to repeat after me only if you wish. I am love. I am light. I am me. And some are saying, I am exactly where I'm meant to be. Thank you for joining me today, sharing this practice in community. But most of all, thank yourself for taking this valuable time out of your day, prioritizing self-care. Have a nice day. Well done, everyone. This was your purposeful Pilates flow. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.